How's it going? So, um, earlier today we were streaming on Facebook this deck right here, and we did pretty good. We won a lot of matches for in the span of 2 hours. We won a whole lot of matches, and so here it is. Just to sort of showcase what we want to do before we start off on this video. So I call it Rising Boners because of the, whatever. You take it as you want. Now, this is heavily inspired by Mogwai's. I first saw this deck from Mogwai, and so his deck is pretty okay. It's just that I feel like it could improve. I didn't feel comfortable having 4 Fiddlethips in my deck. It's a legendary creature, and although it would be nice to have Fiddlethip there, for the sacrifice of Blood of Bones, which I will get to into a moment. But I didn't feel comfortable having 3 of them, and drawing all 4 of them, drawing all 4, and So I decided to sort of spread out the win con a little bit more among the cards, and so the win con for this deck is basically the idea of mass manipulation, stealing the enemy's creatures, cards, whatever, and we do that by using the Agent of Treachery. Now, the Agent of Treachery steals cards from the enemy. Anything that's on the board of your opponent, you can take it. It can be a land, it can be enchantment, it can be a creature, a planeswalker, it can be an artifact. It can be anything that's on the board. It has no restrictions. Plus, if you manage to get 3 or more permanents that you don't own, you get to draw 3 additional cards. Now, this additional step here, it won't usually happen, because by the time you get to 2 or 3 stolen cards, your enemy will already concede. At least based on my experience, and because you've already taken their most key cards on the board, and that's what you really want to do. That's your aim for Agent of Treachery. You want to take either the biggest threats on the board that will finish you off, or you want to take key aspects of your enemy's win con. So knowing your enemy's how your enemy's deck works will work in your favor. It's a huge advantage if you know how your enemy is going to win. And then so obviously the card is a 7 to cast, double blue, and Blood of Bones is going to help us with that. How? So you may have noticed we have Stitcher's Supplier, which when upon placing Stitchers on the board, it discards the top 3 of your library, and when it dies, it does the same thing, discards the top 3 of your library. But most likely you're gonna want Stitcher's Supplier to be on the board for you to be able to use Blood of Bones, because Blood of Bones, what this card does is it allows you to bring back any creature from your graveyard and put it onto the board, and it'll allow you to take another creature and put it into your hand. So it can be, as long as it's in your graveyard, you can put it back. As long as it's a creature, you can put it back, and at the cost of a sacrifice. So you can, and it's so crazy how the synergy works between Blood of Bones and Agent of Treachery. Because if let's say you've already put down Agent of Treachery on the board, you've taken you've stolen a card from your enemy, and then another threat comes on from your opponent. It just so happens you have another Blood of Bones. You can use that Blood of Bones, cast it, take a sacrifice Agent of Treachery, so it goes into your graveyard, and then take back Agent of Treachery, put it on the battlefield, steal another card from the enemy, and it goes on and on. So it's an endless cycle, especially once you get Scholar of the Ages. Now, what the Scholar of the Ages does is you get to return 2 target instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Now, what cards do you normally want to take that are instants and sorceries cards? You, well, your win con obviously. So Blood of Bones, and Bond of Revival. Um, if maybe you're in need of it, sure, you can take back Tyrant Scorn, Thought Erasure, Chart of course. It depends, but most likely you will be needing Blood of Bones. Originally, Mogwai's version did not have Bond of Revival. I was actually kind of wondering why. Why not? It's a perfect card. So I was playing his original deck, and I was thinking, there are times when I think Blood of Bones is good, except that there are times when I didn't have any other card that I wanted to bring back. So I would get Agent of Treachery, put it on the board, and I think to myself, well, I don't want to take the other Agent of Treachery and put it into my hand because I'm not going to be able to cast it. Um, and I'm not gonna want to have a Stitcher Supplier into my hand because um, Stitcher Supplier sometimes acts as a double-edged sword. Sometimes it'll, you put it down and it just discards all the spells that you need. Like, for instance, there's this one game where it discarded both of my Scholar of Ages, and I didn't have any Blood of Bones in my hand, and I needed Blood of Bones in my hand. So how was I gonna draw? How was I gonna get them? So I thought, how about if we included two Bond of Revival, just two, but it makes the world of a difference to have just the two Bond of Revival. Most likely you won't be using it, but there are instances when you actually want to, and that's where Bond of Revival will actually take place. So you save yourself a Blood of Bones, and yeah, you get to bring back your Agent of Treachery from the graveyard. At the same time, I didn't really feel comfortable having only one set of cards that would bring back my creatures to the board. And of course, there is Concoct, Connive Concoct. That's why it's there. But uh, the three Surveil is great and all, but sometimes sometimes you don't have the blue card, right? You don't have the blue mana. Sometimes you get mana screwed. Out of all of these, you just get all swamps. So what I did is I had to change, but you're completely free to do it. But I wasn't really confident to have four Connive Concoct and then have just one Bond of Revival. So I sort of spreaded it out a little bit more, and put in Connive Concoct and two Bond of Revival so that the draw chance of getting So Bond of Revival is basically just a backup plan for this version of Rising Boners. So the land you might want to take notice is a lot of people tend to neglect this ability that this land can do, which is Scry 1. Originally, I had 4 because, why not? But then I realized that, maybe 4 is too much. So I put 2 so that there's that off chance that if I grab this card, I can scry once. I get to choose. I mean, I get it. You have Concoct, it allows you to surveil, and you have all these draw cards. Why? The scry is unnecessary. Well, sometimes you need it. Like, especially, it's very crucial if you get this on your mulligan, if you get this on your first hand, and you see that your hand it doesn't look so great, drop Zalfir and Void, and then scry, and then that those very few moments at the beginning of your match is so important, and that's why I strongly endorse the new cards. They're actually new cards that have this Cry 1 ability, these new lands that I've been incorporating into my deck recently, and it's been a real treat for me because I've heard a lot of complaints from my friends that, oh, I'm getting mana flooded, and what do I do? Or I'm getting mana screwed. How can I change this? My deck doesn't involve having these Scry Surveil. What else? Scry Surveil and what was the other one? Uh, There's another one I just forget. So what do we do? How do we? Yeah, well, there you go. The Wizard of the Coast just gave you those cards, right? Scry, Temple of Silence, albeit a little bit limited since they only come in very specific colors, like blue and white. No, not blue and white. Um, Rare, like black and green, or red and blue, and black and white, or blue and green. And so, if you can, you should incorporate at least one or two, maybe three if you really need it. But if you put four, I think it's a little bit too slow because these lands are you put them in and they're tapped, right? So, but obviously when rotation comes, it'll change because we won't have the Drowned Catacombs anymore, and it'll come into play and be really really important for us. But we don't know. Maybe the next set of cards will have a new set of lands and it'll be better. We don't really know. All right. So next we have Tomebound Lich, which enters the battlefield in combat. So basically, Tomebound Lich just allows us to draw more cards and discard whatever we don't want on the board in our hand. And Chart of Course, of course, is just to draw cards, and Thought Erasure is, just to annoy the enemy and just to take a peek. Is remember what I said earlier? In order for you to effectively use Agent of Treachery, you're going to need Thought Erasure to see what's in your enemy's hand, so that you can hypothesize and start guessing what kind of strategy your enemy has. And then Tyrant Scorn is so that you can save any creatures that are already on the board from maybe an exile per se, because once Agent of Treachery is exiled, then you can't get it back. Or maybe you don't have any other creatures on the board and you have a Blood of Bones, you're ready to use it, you have the mana, you have the Agent of Treachery in your graveyard, and then your enemy starts to, removal just removes your Stitchers maybe, or your Tomebound Lich, or your Fibblethip on the board, so you can save it by using Tyrant Scorn and return it back to your hand. Or you can also use it to destroy any mana creature that's a threat with mana cost 3 or less. And then Massacre Girl is there to board wipe, although she's a little bit harder to incorporate. You really really have to plan out your moves and calculate how you're going to use Massacre Girl. Massacre Girl is really going to be targeted towards those token decks or aggro decks like the vampires that are very easy to destroy as long as they haven't ramped up yet. And so let's go into the games. Mono reds, but not the aggro types. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Turn 4 Blood of Bones. This is actually the first time that I've got 2 of these on the drop. So we can, we can do this. Normally we want to bin Agent of Treachery. So we're not really, oh wait. Alright, fine, whatever. Put this down, bin a few cards. What's he got? Oh, okay. So it's gonna, okay, he's gonna bin a whole lot in one go, which is okay. I mean, we have Blood for Bones, which we can use on turn 4, and that's pretty much, I mean, that's why we're doing these things. That's why we're running these decks, so that we can sort of test. So we don't really need Treachery of Agent of Treachery this early, so we can bin that. And we also have the turn 5 Bond of Revival, if we can get there. Looks like we're getting mana screwed. We can, before this ramps up, we can actually use the Tyrant Scorn. Do we want to pay life for this? Is there anything? No. So we're gonna Tyrant Scorn and destroy it. He's twirling his before that ramps up. It's a really good card for a vampire deck. I've been thinking of incorporating that actually in my own vampire deck. Drill Bit reveals their hand, a non-land card from that, discards that card. So he's probably gonna take out Blood for Bones or Bond of Revival, depending on what he feels. He's probably, he'd be in the bait. Oh, we okay. So he got rid of Bond of Revival for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so we have Blood for Bones. We don't have a lot of creatures in our. Do we? Do we? Wait, we do. We do. Alright, so this is Forticast, right? Why can't we? Hold on. This is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why can't I? As an additional cast. Oh, we have to sacrifice a creature. Okay. I didn't read that well. Okay. So we'll put that Fibblethup down there. He's not gonna be able to do anything to it. Nah, that's a red flag right there. You have to sacrifice a creature. So if he decides to destroy it with a spell, it'll just shuffle back in. So he has to put down a creature to destroy it, or maybe he can exile. I don't know if it becomes a target of something. All right, so he's gonna attack each opponent. Whenever. All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So we're gonna put down Blood for Bones, and so we're gonna sacrifice Fibblethap. He doesn't have the counter, so we're gonna put down Agent of Treachery, and probably, do we want this in our hand or what do we want? Tomebound Lich. All right, I think we'll put this down, and then we'll grab Scholar of Ages. And I do want to take this, but I do want to screw him of mana and give us more mana. Destroy a non-legendary card. That's fine. And he scoops it up already. Okay, because I picked up. He's a little bit short on mana, so I picked that up from the get-go and decided to, you know, screw him even more. Anyway, I don't got time for that. I gotta grind for life. Alright, so what do we want? Is this this is pretty good. We can Watery Grave, Stitch of Supply, then chart a course. Alright, yeah, I think that's what we want. So a Stitch of Supply. Put that down. Doink, doink, doink. Alright, we got 2 out that we can grab back, but we don't have the card yet. 2 out or just 1? I think it's just 1. Yeah, it's, well, 2, but just, yeah, 1. Oh boy. Okay, thank you for the generosity of your thank you for the generosity of your so we have enough land. I don't think we really need it. So we put down Fibblethap, grab the land grab. We have Stitch of Supply again, and yeah, take note. You have to be careful with when you use your Stitch of Supplier. So you keep looking into your. That's why I keep looking into my discard pile, to my graveyard, because I'm always counting, like, what do I have left, and I'm always you know, sort of just checking it out, giving it a look. I'm just gonna shuffle back. That's not a problem. Down Stitch of Supply. 1, 2. That's a bunch of lands. That's not good. He is gonna attack. I don't wanna do that because we just okay. Okay. Right, so we can attack and then chart a course. He's playing goblins, which is kind of weird for me. We have the Blood of Bones. We can bring back no one. Except for maybe the Tomebound Lich and the Scholar of Ages, but we'll put down Scholar of Ages down first because we'll get more value out of that. Oh boy, we be tanking so much damage. Please have an Agent of Treachery in there. Nope. Okay. Ow, ow. Alright, so we got the Blood Bones, but we still need to sacrifice something. Maybe we should have kept the Tyrant Scorn. Alright, we got Tomebound Lich. Put this down, it's gonna draw a card, and we're gonna have to discard it. Okay, Water Grave, we can discard that. And if he tries to destroy our Tyrant Scorn, or Tomebound Lich, we can always Tyrant Scorn it, bring it back, put it back down. But it doesn't look like, it looks like he's out of, kind of looks like he's out of spell cards, damage cards. What you gonna do, buddy? Nah, he's not gonna attack. I thought so. So if by the end of turn, okay, by the end of turn, if he doesn't do anything, we'll destroy his, or no, his Steamkin. And there's another Drowned Catacomb. So who do we wanna? We're gonna have to sacrifice something. Tyrant Scorn. Okay. This is gonna be terribly painful on my part. We don't want to attack because then we'd have to discard something. Although we might get the really nice. Okay, we'll put this. And we'll grab the Tomebound Lich. And then that's gonna proc. We'll take the. Do we want another bone? Blood for Bones? No. Probably want to grab the Thought Erasure and Chart. Oh wait, no. We probably want to get the both Chart cards. It's a tough decision. We do have a Tyrant Scorn just in case he has another bigger threat. So we could. Well, I don't think Thought Erasure is a must here. But yeah, we'll probably get the 2 Chart cards. Grab the advantage. He might. Okay, we'll keep that because he might. I don't know why he's keeping that 1 card for. It might be a land, it might be a spell. He might threaten to destroy my Scholar of Ages. We can take it out and put it back in. Grab a few more cards. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna do that. So we can block that. And if he threatens for a spell, which he won't. End turn, please. No. Okay. But wait, does he have Banefire? He has 4 mana. If he has Banefire, he can only do 3 damage. Trust me, I've been screwed enough times to. I think now's a good time to use Thought Eraser just to see what that last card is. Probably a land. I'm hoping it's a land. No, it's experimental friendly. Great. Thibblethip. No, you can. Oh wait, maybe. Maybe, yeah, sure. Because we can use Thibblethip as a chump block. We haven't attacked yet. So we can attack. Scholar of Ages. Point. And then, of course, we get 2. There you are, you little devil, you. We'll put down. Do we want to put down Thibblethip? Scholar of Ages has done its purpose. We don't really need her anymore. Yeah, we'll probably just draw 2 more cards and Watery Grave. We also have Bond of Revival. We have no means to. Okay, we can just put this down straight out, and then. But there's nothing we can steal from him at this point. I mean, his best bet is probably. The only thing we can steal from him is this little puny card. Alright. We'll secure it with the Massacre Girl. Just destroy it. It won't. I hope it won't kill this. Will it kill this? No, it won't kill this. We probably should have attacked with before we put down the Massacre Girl, but whatever. We're already winning. Put down Thibblethip, draw a card. There's another Scholar of Ages. Right now he's just probably hoping for some big spell card. Light up the stage. He's got the shock. And he's got the lava gitu. It's just sad that we weren't able to kind of showcase this. So lava gitu, we're gonna block it with the massacre girl. Nope. Okay. Well, at least now we have something to take from him. Well, we could also have something that we can use this. Boink. And do we want to put down the tome damage? Yeah, sure. Just put it down. It's additional damage, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. And he scoops. He scores. More annoying than mass manipulation. Because it... Oh my. This is bad. Okay, one mulligan. We got the 4. We got 1, 2, 3. Chart a course. Take out the agent. Tomebound Lich. We still don't have a... So that means a turn 2 move. Oh boy. Oh wait, okay. So we can probably get rid of one of these for now. Put down the island. And then drown catacombs, chart a course. And chart a course to get rid of the agent. And oh, this is good. So we can, okay, now that we have this, we have concoct. It's like a cheaper version of, is it a cheaper version of? No, it's not. It's not a cheaper version. It's, well, it's, yeah, no, it's not. It's not a cheaper version. Oh, too many treacheries. So we got Gateway Plaza. We could chart a course again, get rid of the thing, but we have Tomebound Lich already. And Stitcher's supplier doesn't really bring much value until later on. Yeah, chart a course, treachery. Alright, okay. We have the turn 5. So Bond of Revival is pretty much just like concoct. But what we really want to do is, if we attack, we can get rid of the Stitcher supplier. Is he gonna destroy me? Right. Okay. Alright. We'll let him do something. What is he playing? Overgrown. Dreadhorde? Is that Dreadhorde? 4-color Dreadhorde? Oh. No, it looks like he's doing a stompy.
One drop ripples and grows.
Alright. Alright. Forecast. So we'll go for him instead. For her, Kiora. And then we'll chart a course. Not the cards that I was looking for. But, okay. So we do have the 5 on our next turn. And there goes the, okay, cards that we don't really need. Which is okay. Which means our next try is, oh my god. Oh, he's doing Niv Reborn. Huh. I wonder if that's viable now. I like this card. It's just, it's hard to play. What's he got? So he's got Casualties of War, Deafening Clarion, Ravager Worm. Does he have anything that can... Okay, he has Ravager Worm. He has Dispersal. Which most likely, if I take something from him, he's going to use Dispersal. He has the 5. He has Deafening Clarion. Oh boy. He does have a bit of... He has a lot of, like, counters. Not a lot of, Wait, don't end your turn. I'm not done thinking. We can Agent of Treachery. We'll pay for it. Ooh, I'm so stressed right now. Bond of Revival allows us to have haste, which we can grab the Niv. I don't know if what is more valuable if we go to him. What is more valuable to him if we? Okay, we can probably Bond of Revival. Right. Grab the Agent of Treachery. Take the. I want to take the Kiora, but we can't attack the Kiora with the Niv Mizzet in the way. So yes. I thought I was gonna lose. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna. Okay. This is bad. So as I was saying earlier, that Zalfir and Void and the new cards that have this Scry ability, they really bring a lot of value to the meta, because a lot of people have been complaining about oh, I'm getting mana flooded. Well, you have this now. You have that option. But Zalfir and Void isn't new. It's been there for a while. But the new land cards that have come allow you more options than just a neutral land card. Oh, whoa. What is up with our hand? We might have to settle for the 5. Yeah, we might have to settle for the 5. These are all way too big for starting hands. Even if we do have Stitcher's Supplier, that's not. Stitcher's Supplier is not really. Sometimes it can be a terrible card to start with, especially if you're. All right, I think this is better. What do we want to take out? Blood for Bones? Yeah, probably Blood for Bones. Tomebound Lich. Yeah, Tomebound Lich. Thibblethip has the great value of a draw on the very flop. So we're gonna pay for this. Put down Stitcher Supplier. Oh boy. I'm gonna run out of cards, so oh no, all my lands. But the good thing about this is if he doesn't destroy our Stitcher Supplier, which hopefully he doesn't, we can chart a course. Fibblethip or chart a course? Chart a course. It's too slow if we put down Fibblethip. And then oh, okay. Alright, sure buddy. Is he playing the same deck? I think he might be. Okay, we'll put down Fibblethip. We just got milled out of the lands. Oh yes. Okay, so Zalfir, please. See something. Alright, so normally I wouldn't. What are you saying? Normally you wouldn't. Okay, you know what? Thought Eraser just evens out the playing field. When you're mana screwed, and he's got the. Oh no! You fucker!
If you surrender now,
oh wait, no, it's a discard card. I was thinking of Ashiok. We can take out Concoct. It's not that important to us. Besides, there are a lot of ways to steal a card. You can Thibblethip first. Just attack him. Wait, attack him. Well, Thought Erasure. Probably should have used the Chart of Course. And hope for... Oh, wow. And he has Obnixilis. Oh shit. Destroy target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards. I'm not opposed to this, except that when an opponent draws a card, I get damage. Enter the God Eternals is also such a very good card. Discovery Dispersal. Such a hard decision. These are all very good. Alright, we'll just take out the biggest threat that I can think of. See, I should have tried to... Then we could put down a land. And use 2 cards. I had it. There's like this gut feeling. It's like, oh no, there's Ashiok. He's gonna take out my one and only land. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's so many lands. Holy shit. And he, alright. Okay. This is concerning. It is very concerning. Well, we're not gonna need this. Ooh, this is very concerning. We can... Are you fucking kidding me? Well, we knew this. We knew this going into this match, that we had a terrible hand. Maybe we didn't. I better watch replay and see if we actually did have a terrible hand. Ow, ow.
Suffer the dreams of the damned.
No! Fuck you, Ashiok. Fuck you and your hand hate.
Try not to think too hard.
Put down Thibotip. Thibotap. And we get another. Now you give me all the lands.
Knowledge is not without
Great.
price.
'Cause we can still get out of this. He's down to almost down to a top deck. Top deck. Is that what it's called? Top deck. Ah, you motherfucker.
The mask is scary.
Well, we do have.
But
Okay, at least we have the cards now
I don't think you'll be needing that.
to deal with it. He doesn't have. So he's all about the hand hate. Kind of wish I had the other spell. He's all about the hand hate.
One can learn much from death. It's just... I am your inner demon.
Okay, we can still get out of this. We can still get out of this.
Suffer the dreams of the damned.
Oh boy. This is bad. We don't want to discard anything more than we already have to.
Try not to think too hard.
So what's the plan here? You gonna use that up? Exile my cards? He probably has another Ashiok in there. Another Obnixilis. Yeah, Thought Erasure. The Bond of Revival. Does he not respect the Agent of Treachery? Or is it because he thinks that I can't cast it? He thinks that I'll just discard it later on.
Let's tidy up in there.
I don't think he respects the Agent of Treachery. But when I can cast it, all I'm gonna do is just grab for Obnixilis.
Knowledge is not without price.
If I can grab it. We're also kind of short on the card, on the blues here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Combiner Revival. Agent of Theory. Treachery. This one just discards a card. We'll grab Obnixilis so that we can stop the damage. And we'll probably have Fibblethip destroy the Davriel.
Our contract is voided.
So we can catch up on the damage. We can still get out of this. No, Ashio. How many cards do we still have? And Disinformation Campaign. Okay, so it allows him to draw. But we also have to... There's nothing we can really take here. But we can take his 4, 5, 6. What do we do? If we Tyrant Scorn.
I am your inner demon.
I need one more. Come on. Give me a land. Give me a good one. Give me a good land.
Remember your nightmares.
Shit. Come on, baby. Give me a land. Yes. So we scry. Thought Erasure. Agent of Treachery. Take out his Ashiok. We make him discard all his cards, and then we attack. Yes, I think we can still win this. There are 4 more. 4, 5, 6. I need one more. So he's gonna Thought Erasure the Agent of Treachery. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna put that down. It's not gonna do me any bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get Thought Erasure. Take out the Enter the God Eternals. So from the hand this way. This is a 3 to cast. We'll allow that. We'll exile his cards. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. How many cards do I have? 3? One, 2, 3. Oh shit. 1.
Knowledge is not without pride.
Damn it. Such so good. Ooh. It was a good game. We got close. Stitcher Supplier. So good, so good. We got close. It was a good match. you got 1, 2, 3. Thibautip. Alright, I guess this is okay. Because we do get the scry. I like the scry. Alright, looks like okay, Tomebound Lich. We're not gonna be able to play that without the land, without the blue, actually. Okay, he's got Goblin Electromancer. Looks like he's playing a. We do have the blue. We can put down Thibautip and draw a card. We got Agent of Treachery already. Yeah, well, we do have Blood for Bones, but we can not block. Probably. What do we do next? All right, he's got this. Oh, holy shit! Is this my deck?
Like this.
I made a deck like this. I dubbed it. What did I dub it? Is it control? Is it aggro? I think. Well, it depends on what he's got, but I did dub it as it aggro. He probably changed it a bit. The Sahili is gonna be there basically just for the ability to. You probably wanna do that. It looks oddly familiar though. We do want to start chumping out some of it.
Is destruction your only art?
If it's not, is it aggro? It's probably an is it control with the drakes or the phoenixes? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, so Sahili's basically just there to provide a line of defense. That's what he's doing. While his spells are there to finish me off. We do want to Thought Erasure. Sure, yeah, I won't complain to that. I'll put down a citrus supply. One, two, three. Oh wait, that was stupid in our part, but yeah, sure. It's not that important. I just wanted to. I only really wanted Thought Erasure to see what's in his hand. Right. See, I had that too in my deck. He probably came across someone who came across me playing that deck. The nice thing, you see, the nice thing about his deck is that he can finish the game. Oh wow! Oh wow! Wait, what? Oh wow! Why didn't I get a chance to Tyrant Scorn? Why didn't I get a chance to Tyrant Scorn? Oh, because we. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We should have. Alright. So he's got like a bunch of these. We should probably. I have a good idea what's already in his hand. We don't have to Thought Erasure and remove anything. Unless. He's not gonna have any of the big cards. Unless he's got like a negate or something. But he probably won't. This deck doesn't really entail having negate. We'll take out Agent of Treachery. And then we'll put down the island. The island. Does he have... well, that's a little bit comforting. The fact that he used Banefire on me is a little comforting, because then that means that just one less chance that he might Banefire me to finish me off. That's also a little scary, because then he might have another Banefire in his hand. Oh, why did you discard it? He's probably thinking, I'm not gonna destroy the Sahili. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take it. Even with your 4 Thopters or artifacts or whatever what do you call these things? Servos. I just hope he doesn't have the counter spell. But I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident he doesn't have the probably the only counter spell he has will be Ionize because of you know, Izet colors. If he's like a hardcore Izet fan. Alright, so what do we have in our do we have 2 of these? I believe we don't have 2 of these. So we probably should just connive concoct for now. And then we can surveil. We get the benefit of the surveil. Ooh, that's not half bad. Except yeah, that's not half bad. So we'll grab the Agent of Treachery. Steal his Sahili. He's gonna be so pissed. Do we wanna attack? No, we'll defend. He's gonna be so pissed that he took out his own Sahili. Wow, River's Rebuke. Oh wow, okay. Completely took me off guard. Alright. Right, we'll put that in the bin. We'll place this down. Why is my double click not working? And Thought Erasure. You. I probably should, yeah. What's that other thing? Come on, is that a land? Show me. He's not gonna attack, obviously, so we can scry, right? You're telling me that we're gonna blood for bones and a bunch of servos. Really? Really? Alright, sure, fine. Because we're not gonna wait. We're not gonna wait for... and then we can always take back the Tomebound Lich, right? And we have another Blood for Bones to grab the Scholar of Ages. So sure, we'll take the Tomebound Lich. We can also grab a land, but there's just too many to make a difference. So we'll just grab one of his servos. Destroy one of his servos. And turn 3 we can put down the Tome of Lich. Maybe use the Blood of Bones. No! Okay. You got me. That's what he was waiting for. I knew it. So he was planning on using Sahili to use the servos to... Well, we don't have... Wait, how many do we have? It's... So we'll attack first. Hopefully he'll block. And we're gonna take the Crackling Drake because it is the biggest one. What? Why? Alright. Okay. So he knows what I'm probably going to do. But we can destroy... I was really hoping to grab the... that Crackling Drake. So what do we... That's a load of bull. How many land do we have? We have 3, 6, 7. We used 2, we got 5. And we can probably Tyrant Scorn, and then okay. Tyrant Scorn, take out the Enigma Drake. And then Blood for Bones something. We're gonna take out the Treachery, right? Because we have to sacrifice it. Then we're gonna put back the Treachery. Oh my god, this deck. Alright, well, Scholar of Ages. Do we have enough to put it down? Yeah, sure, we have enough to put it down. We're gonna take the Kraken Great. 9! 9! Full block. Okay. I don't know why he did that, but sure. Easy, whatever you want. So I don't really know what the best course of action here is, but we can probably put down Thibble Flap. Oh my god, this dude is he's gonna be so pissed at me.